What is going on, everybody? Today I'm going to teach you the best funnel for you to scale your business if you're a creator, service provider, coach, consultant, anything like that. If you sell your face or someone else's face for a service product, anything like that. This is what's working in 2022 and probably what's going to be working beyond. I'm going to explain exactly why and why you need to be doing this instead of probably what you've been taught to do by like gurus and things like that. If you don't know my name is Lo Silva. I own a portfolio of companies that does well over $50 million, and we want to help you scale your business if you're a creator, consultant, or if you do direct consumer. We have other videos as well. We'll post a few over here for that if you want to do that. But today, I want to talk to you about what you're doing wrong and how you need to completely change that. So I was talking to somebody who's a client in one of our companies, and he has a webinar, okay? And the way that he's been doing well with it, subjectively what well is to people, but he's doing 6 figures a month plus with it. And what they are doing right now is they are driving traffic to a webinar live every single week, right? Now, once in a blue moon, that used to be a great idea. Today, there's a Microsoft study in 2001 that says the attention span is 8 seconds for people. So no one's trying to go through a hour, 2 hour long presentation to then apply to potentially work with you. The reason you want to make people apply to work with you if you're selling higher ticket stuff, so you can vet them, so you can see if they're a good fit, and so you can get more qualified customers instead of just selling random stuff. Okay, so let's use this as an example. I'm going to go with a $10 lead, and a lead is someone who is opting in to potentially watch a presentation, a webinar, something like that. Okay, so let's say the lead is 10 bucks, okay? Now, normally you want 25-30% of those people to actually show up. So if we want to get 500 leads, that's going to be $5,000. And that's going to get us 500 leads. We're going to get, if we're lucky, 150 people to actually show up, right? Okay, so 150 people are going to show up maybe to this presentation. The reality is we might get a little bit less, whatever. But let's just say out of the 150 people, we have a 20% application rate, okay? So that's gonna be 30 people that are gonna apply. They're not qualified, we don't know, whatever. We still have to take them through the sales process. And out of those 30 people that applied, we're gonna close 20% of those people. So let's say 6, and let's say our program is worth $3,000, okay? So we're gonna make 6 times 3 is gonna be 18K. That's gonna happen on your best case scenario with perfect show up rate, perfect people applying, perfect sales process. These are gold standard numbers. You're gonna make it happen like that. The reality is you're probably gonna be a little bit under on all these numbers, but let's just keep it there. You've completely neglected the other 350 people here, okay? They couldn't come in at the same time. They couldn't watch the presentation. They couldn't do anything like that, et cetera, et cetera. So now let's erase that. And let's create a high ticket scenario, okay? Okay, now in a different scenario, what we're doing with our brands and people that come to us, right? We're going straight from a VSL to apply to a call, okay? Now let's say we give them something for free to try to acquire that customer, okay? So we're gonna spend the same amount of money. We're gonna try to get 500 people here, okay? These 500 people, it's still the same 5K. Now from this, almost everyone's gonna see this, okay? So I have 500 people that are going to watch it. Let's say I get 20% of those people to apply. That's 100 people that are going to apply. And if I can close 20% of those people at my 3K, I'm making $60,000, right? Why? Because of people's attention spans. Now, any number that you want to create in any scenario, there's obviously variables, but this is a variable that we are working with consistently. We know that this is much better than to drive them to a webinar that's 2 hours, it's long-winded, they don't want to hear it. In a VSL, it can take 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 20 if you're really explaining some stuff, But you're going through there's less like relationship, like here's who I am, here's all the things I've done. It's all about the person. Here's the pain points, here's why you're suffering, this is what I can do, this is how I solve them, here's some results. If you want to get on a conversation about this particular thing in this moment, apply right now and we can help you. Okay, so if you start implementing this and you're taking it to a sales call team, okay, the sales team is going to go back and try to hit the other 400 people. So let's say from the other 400 people, you just get another 10% of sales. That's another 40, okay? So you can add another 40 here, so the 20 closed. That's gonna be another big amount of money that you're gonna be able to make, right? That's another $12,000 that you're making from those people, right? And so this is what you need to be doing. Now, how do you do it? How do you switch over everything that you might have been doing? If you're doing ascension funnels, that's hard. I think that's more for advanced people right now because cost per impressions are becoming more and more. Attention span is less and less. And for you to do a good ascension funnel, you've got to have a good offer, a good upsell, another good upsell. You've got to match the average order value to the cost of acquisition. And sometimes it doesn't match. Sometimes you can be a cost of acquisition of, let's call it $150 or $200, but your average order value, because you started small, the more you increase, the less conversions happen here. Let's say $75, you're losing money on that. You'd have to have a very deep and specific back end to be able to recuperate that revenue or know your numbers, know your lifetime value to be able to say we're realizing that revenue again in day 37 or something like that, okay? And that is a business model, but for people that are just beginning and getting started and wanting to scale, doing $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month, wanting to get to multiple hundreds of thousands, this is the best system, okay? Why? Again, because the VSL is just going to talk about pain points, okay? It's going to give a solution. It's going to give testimonials, results, and disqualify, then take them to apply. If you use this, okay, have a call to action here, CTA, that goes back to application. This is the system that you need to use. You give them something, you generate the leads so you can continue to market to them, okay? A lot of people do straight to applications and they make you apply for everything, so you're losing the initial part. So I like to give something away here. And then you go straight direct into what people wanna watch, 5, 7, 15-minute video. It's gonna give you all the information. Then you have a strong sales team backing that up. You're gonna get 3, 4, 5 times your return on ad spend, even in a bad climate, because you're qualifying people, you're being quick with it. You can easily reiterate or recreate a new opportunity, a new offer with another angle and test those pages out much faster than you could creating a 125 slide deck presentation that's gonna take an hour and a half that most people don't have the attention span to connect with. Right? In these small VSLs, you can talk about different pain points, different pages, different avatars, and start testing those things out with your budget and seeing what's expanding, what's growing, and then creating organic content from there so you can scale this out. So if you're interested in doing that, I suggest give it a try, whatever it is your marketing efforts are doing right now. Try a small VSL, micro, not a 20, 30-minute slide thing. Get in there, show some content, give a good call to action, disqualify people. It's just as important as qualifying people. Make sure you have a good thing with Typeform or whatever you're using as some sort of form that disqualifies people also in the questions that are being asked, and then have a salesperson. If you don't have a salesperson, the number one thing is to go find someone who already has sales experience. Sales Mentor, it's my friend's company. You can go work with them. My other friend, Cole Gordon, has another sales company. Happy to connect you guys. Just DM me at Los Hustle, and I'll send you to both guys, see which one's a good fit for you guys. They have setters, closers, they connect you with all that kind of stuff. I'm not affiliated with them, they're just my homies. I know they do a great job. But you have to have a good salesperson here. This helps you scale your business and take this to $500,000, $1 million a month, then go back and create ascension funnels, then go back and create more stuff. You have not maximized the amount of people that you can connect with, and you're using outdated 2008 methods to acquire those customers. And based on the attention span, the cost of ads, and everything that's happening right now, this won't work anymore. So you've got to adapt to things like this. So that's it for me, guys, on this one. Subscribe, join the notifications. Please share with a friend if you guys are enjoying this kind of content. We'll continue to produce it weekly for you guys. That is it for Los. Find me at Los Hustle on Insta. We can have a conversation, and we'll talk soon, guys. Bye.